And welcome to another episode of Techfanaticofficial's cryptocurrency series, your gateway to the Cryptoverse. So today I'm going to talk about Last Survivor. It's a new game that's going to launch soon, and I'm actually super interested, and I've been following it for a long time. Basically, it's more of a battle royale style type of game. It's going to be on Binance Smart Chain, and maybe I'll just play the demo in the background so you can see. So you'll have the opportunity to have it play to earn as well as free to earn. And it has very nice graphics, nice gameplay. I'll just quickly show some of the demo. As you can see, you play against different characters, and the last one that survives in the game is going to be the winner each match. Now, let's just dive into how the gameplay is and what's more about the project. So as I mentioned, it's a metaverse project based on Binance Smart Chain, multiplayer online battle arena, and it's both free to earn as well as play to earn. So it allows people to have both of them. Now, in terms of the gameplay, you have multiple options. You can have multiple fighters. They have free fighters and elite fighters, and there are 4 different characters. So they have a destroyer, tanker, flashman, and harmony. So this destroyer, for example, being stronger in attacking the enemies, whereas the tanker might be more of a protective character, or flashman being more fast, and harmony having the harmony of each characteristic. So one is more higher power, one is going to be having more attacking power. And depending on that, you can organize how you want to use it. So they have the characteristics based on health, damage, speed, and range. And the classes that they have, as I mentioned, destroyer, tanker, harmony, and flashman. Now, in terms of the flashman, for example, you can see health point is low, but the attack damage is normal and speed is high. The same thing for the other ones. They also have rarity. Of course, the rarity is more if you're paying for a more expensive one. And the difference is if you're playing it free and you're getting a character for free, I think you can get 1 character. And then once you continue playing, you're going to unlock more and more. They're gonna have less earning mechanisms, as there's not gonna be as strong basically as the ones that you actually have to play for the NFTs to get them. They're gonna have skills systems, so you can add these skills in the game, and those attributes are gonna help you. So I guess if I want to talk about the unique selling point, is that they've got all the items of other crypto gamings. The guns, the weapons, the skill sets, having a training area, and also the promotion cycle from 1 level to another, maximum being 25. But the good thing is they allow people to play for free as well, and even earn the coins. And if you continue playing and you have good skills, you could potentially go and buy the elite players that have characteristics that the free ones don't have. But the free ones can never be converted basically to the elite. So you need to make some money, basically make some coins, and then get it converted. In terms of the gameplay, they also have campaigns. So they've got a campaign mode that people have destroying enemies and become the only fighter left. They've got arena, so all players in one arena fighting against each other. And they've got custom and team battle modes, basically. In terms of the metaverse as well, so remember they have a metaverse as well. They're gonna have items that you can have for buying and selling, but they're also gonna have lands. So you can buy and sell lands, and in the future you could even use that for renting. So that's going to be an economy system as well. The game system is going to have ranking mode, leaderboard, as well as the guild and battle pass. And battle pass, of course, is for each season. They're going to be different seasons, and the seasons can go as long as a month to a few months, basically. And each season is going to have different giveaways and new reward system, basically. In terms of the economy, I would like to touch on that actually. So in the token economy, as I mentioned, if it's a free to play, the new player needs to get a free player. And once you reach a certain rank, you'll get the second and third. And then you need to make enough tokens using the free to earn to buy an elite player on the marketplace. And when you win a match with these free players, you get the LSG token, which I'll talk about the token more. And the free players basically are given to you when you create a game account and log into the NFT marketplace. You choose one of these players. Basically, the opportunity, as I mentioned, is lower for you if you're not paying for the elite players, and you cannot participate in some of the guild wars and tournaments. and you can never get promotion. You need to buy. So that's what I mentioned earlier. And then you've got the play to earn. So the play to earn, you can use the free fighter to the battle and then use that to buy elite player. You can rent your elite player to others for the fighting. You can rent your map and the warrior to battle with others and earn token. You can also buy and sell NFTs, and you can do, this one is very interesting. They have a live streaming for KOLs and they get tokens for doing so. I'm really curious to see how that is. Maybe I can make use of that. Then they're gonna have 2 token economy system. I'm gonna go back to the main one that looks nicer. So as I mentioned, the fighters, and that's the economy. They're gonna have LSC and LSG tokens. So LSC is the governance token, whereas LSG is the reward token. So coming back to that, in terms of the usage, the LSC token, governance token, is gonna be 1.2 billion on Web20 or BSC network, whereas the LSG token is going to be unlimited. And that's also going to be on Binance Smart Chain. So the governance token or LSG token, the ways to earn them is basically you can use them in battles, quests, or having the battle pass, the ranking system, and tournaments. So with your battling with your free player, you could also earn. And then you can utilize that to upgrade your fighter to higher level. You can buy fighter chest. You can reward the streamers and also bet on matches. The token that you have to buy on exchange, and there's no limit, there's a limit on that. So it's deflationary, is the one that you can use LSC, Last Survivor coin. We can use it for tournaments, NFT market, special events, user referring people, and for staking. You can also utilize it. So these are the ways to earn it. In terms of how you utilize it, it's pretty similar, except you can also buy NFT fighters, NFT items, and the land basically. Now moving into the token economy, 18% of the token is sold on private, 2.56 is public sale, 21% is team and advisor, 41% is going to be for farming, 7% for liquidity and ecosystem fund, and 10% is going to be for marketing and partnership. In terms of the economy and how that's going to work, so let's have a look at the token. It's going to be used as a deflationary system, and in terms of the pricing, so as I mentioned, 18% was sold on private, and there's only one round. So there's no seed or P1, P2, call, whatever. All of those bought at the same price. 9% is going to be released for private people on the token generation event. So 9% of this 2.6, so $260,000. And then unlock is going to be 6.5% monthly, but there is a 2-month cliff. So it is a pretty strict one. Let's say you're sticking to this project for almost 2 years, as I am. I'm invested in this project. If you're invested in the public sale, it's going to be 30% TGE, and then the rest of it will be vested over 3 months more, so 23.5% per month. And the pricing is not hugely different. I think the price for private is 0.012 cents, so 1.2 cents basically, whereas public is 1.5 cents. So as you can see, it's not a huge difference in pricing, but I think it's gonna do well, this project. So, doesn't matter if it's public or private. And the initial market cap also is gonna be not super high. I think it's around 500,000. I mean, you can add up the numbers yourself. I don't think they have put it here. I'm just trying to check, maybe Enjinstarter sometimes put this information, but even if it's not here, I can find out the token metrics later. So initial market is $436,000, which is not a significant amount in crypto gaming. So it is gonna do pretty well, I think, given that the market cap is pretty low. Now, the next part you need to think about is the roadmap. What's in the roadmap for this project? So right now in Q4, they finalized their strategic partnerships, the marketing and IDO. They're heavily working on that. Private sale, public sale, which is happening this week, and finalizing, farming, staking, listing on Pancakeswap, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, beta testing, and that's happening soon, this few weeks, NFT selling, and the market release. So they have a very large pipeline of work in the next 2-3 weeks before Christmas. And then Q1, they're going to do this listing on centralized exchange, selling the NFTs, and releasing the project on Android, iOS, because this project is going to be on Apple, on iOS, as well as PC. So that's good because you can play it on your phone as well as playing it on the PC. Now, Q2 is more focused on the expansion, map leasing, creation of guilds, upgrading the application. And further than that is more the battle pass and tournaments. And finally, end of next year is going to be the metaverse. So I would expect by sort of March, you could play most of the functionalities of this game. And between Jan to March, there's going to be a bit of time that not all of the functionalities are there, but you could maybe play some of the activities. That's why there's a 2 months gap for people who buy in private sale, just to make sure, there's no dumping in that, which is good. I like this idea that they're doing. Now, in terms of team and backers, they've got a developer team that has worked on a few other blockchain projects from Vietnam. And as you know, Vietnam gaming is now really important, and they have a lot of projects coming out for crypto. So the CEO, the developers, all of them have experience basically working in developing games, basically, as you can see, and working in gaming studios. In terms of the advisors, they've got people like Orion Depp, so people who are cryptocurrency specialists, and the people who are analysts in the marketplace, as well as people who have good social media contact, like people from Binstarter or Kamran Iqbal. So in terms of their backers or VCs, they've got Enjinstarter, Seedify, and Binstarter being the projects that they're going to launch on. They've got X21, which is in many projects right now, and they got AU21 and MH Ventures. And they have a fair few projects or VCs from Vietnam as well invested in this project. So they've got a relatively good VC backing and no red flag in terms of VC as well. Now, the next step is to think about the social media. They are really super active in social media. They've got 130K followers. Their Telegram is super busy as well. They've got 100K plus. And people are really active and participating. They had this community quiz happening a few days ago, and I actually participated because they really hype it up for you, and the game looks really cool. So, really doing well in terms of the social expectation. In terms of launch detail, they're going to launch on Seedify. Private sale is going to happen 7th of December, and the initial game offering is December 8th. And they're going to be on Binstarter as well on December 8th again. And then my favorite launchpad, which is Enjinstarter, it's going to happen tomorrow, starting in 21 hours from now. You can participate in the IDO for Last Survivor on Enjinstarter, basically. So the community allocation round, the guaranteed allocation for community, starts in 21 hours. And after that, there's going to be the round for people who want to do first come, first served. So if you are interested in this and you have Enjinstarter, make sure you participate. And note that the projects here, actually, Last Survivor is shown as the top anticipated project right now. So you can see this week, some other ones are good too, like Racefy, but Last Survivor absolutely showing as #1. And I agree, because I really like the gameplay. I talked to a few people as well who are in the gaming industry, and they really support this project. In terms of the market sentiment and the last talking points, market, as you know, did dip a fair bit. Of course, my favorite coin is doing well, Polygon. But look, I think gaming coins are going to do well anyway. They recover very quickly. Like if I go, for example, to one Super Farm, it just went from $1.04 all the way to $1.80. like almost a 2x if someone bought it at this price. So the market is for gaming is doing quite well, and they're recovering very quickly. Of course, because they are more, except Superfarm. Superfarm is quite a big altcoin, but the other ones are more like under 100 million altcoins. They do rather not so well when the market crashes, but they do recover very quickly. And if you're into gaming, definitely recommend something like Last Survivor. Of course, if you're participating in IDO, make sure you participate. But if you're buying it after, just make sure you're not buying it at the highest peak, because some people sell. So maybe wait a few hours, because token generation event is going to be on the 9th on Pancakeswap, and then you can just wait a few hours, see how it goes. Once people sell, some of the private sellers, you can participate. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe, you share my content with your friends, with family, and make sure you read the links in the description that I'm going to put for Last Survivor. Hopefully you enjoyed this game, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching another video from my episodes. See you next time.